First of all, thanks VIT for giving this opportunity. I'll speak a little bit about Juniper because very few people know what Juniper Network does in India, definitely in the engineering community. So what Juniper Networks build is massive scale core routers and edge routers. And where these devices sits is placed at the Bharti Airtel or any service provider in the world, AT&T, NTT in Japan. And these guys are routing traffic for an entire city or a segment of a city. So these are like massive scale devices. So there is recent device which we are sampling. Okay, the box, the chassis has roughly around 5,000 links working at 100 gigabits per second. Now, anyone who has built a device or a PCB with let's say 800 gig links will understand the complexity in building such device, making it work, cooling the system, uh, doing the SI analysis for the system is a huge task. At Juniper, we do the silicon for this device in house. We do the entire PCB design, the chassis design, the cooling design. We have facilities where the chassis are guaranteed that even if up to 6th grade earthquake happens, the chassis will still work. And then on top of it, we have a huge software army of people. We have our own software, own operating system called Junos. In all these three layers, I work on the silicon side. So basically, a router, a present-day high-scale router, made up of multiple packet processing chips connected via fabric device. And I'm part of the team which architects this fabric and architects the way a huge scale non-blocking network is built. And it's entirely built inside the chip. There's no software component, no CPU on the chip. I've seen 4 transitions in last 10 years, starting from 10 gig, 200 gig, and now going to 200 gig. So it's been an honor to work at Juniper because it has given a huge opportunity for us to just double or triple the scale every time we do a chip, and that involves a huge effort to do that. So yeah, that's what Juniper is into, and that's what I'm doing for the last few years.
Great. Thanks, Harshad. That's very insightful on what Juniper does, and the three layers of business that you talked about. Probably not everyone knows. So Karthik is here from Vishwakarma. So he's the head of training and placement. Karthik, a few words about what you do at Vishwakarma and why Vishwakarma is heading the technology wave in the engineering institutions.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam, for arranging this podcast. So at Vishwakarma, we have around 3,000 engineers currently graduating each year in a variety of disciplines, almost 12 disciplines we have. And electronics and telecommunications has been a core branch in which students graduate, from which students go into the semiconductor industry. So we have had our curriculum also for it, which we have fine-tuned to ensure that students who are really interested in pursuing a career in semiconductors undergo all the electives or courses right from the beginning, whether it is electronic devices, semiconductors, VLSI, and those courses, so that they're ready when they go into the industry. So we have noticed that students, especially in the telecom graduating branches, there are two types of students. One is who are interested in core semiconductors, and the other who are interested in IT. Okay, so we have arranged our curriculum in such a way that students could choose either option and specialize in electives, etc., throughout their engineering curriculum, so that they can land in that particular industry of their choice. And over the last 15 years, one thing special that we have had is an internship program, which we started as a 6-month internship in the final year. But then now in recent times, we have even allowed some of the students to do a year-long internship if they have completed all their coursework, prior to that, which allows them to spend a lot of time as a student in industry full time, like 40, 45 hours every week, along with, the industry experts and delivering the project so that by the time they graduate, they're actually ready to go from day one. Yeah.
Great. That's a very interesting thing. I think everybody's ears went up when they heard full-time internship for a year.